What I'm about to tell y'all today may seem shocking, but hear me out. It will all make sense. SpongeBob SquarePants is a war veteran with PTSD. Okay, let's start by looking at some things that veterans with PTSD usually act or feel. For starters, after a war, they usually stick with a routine every day and try to get their lives back in order. And they usually have flashbacks about the war that they were in and are very uneasy. But that doesn't sound like SpongeBob, right? He wakes up to his alarm every day at 8 o'clock and heads to the Krusty Krab. Then sometimes goes jellyfishing with Patrick or just hanging out with friends. Every day. That sounds like a routine to me. But okay, so here's a routine. That means nothing. But what if I told you there's a reason he has to follow this routine? He follows it so the memories of war don't come back to him. In the Season 9 episode, You're Fired, SpongeBob gets fired from the Krusty Krabs and goes through a mental breakdown and shuts down completely. He does this because his routine kept him from having the bad memories. And since the routine was broken, that gave him time for the war memories to come to him. And have you noticed that SpongeBob calls Mr. Krabs Sir? Seems normal, right? But what if that's just how he was taught to talk to people of higher ranks than him during the war? And another thing, in the SpongeBob movie Sponge Out of Water, how does he know so much about using war guns, unless he's used them before? And you're probably still wondering, what war? They never say anything about war in SpongeBob. Well, what about this? In the SpongeBob episode, The Krabby Patty Secret Formula, they talk about Mr. Krabs' backstory, and quote, "After the war, Krabs stayed secluded in a deep depression that seemed endless. So there was a war. And SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs are in it. But the biggest question now is what was the war? But that'll be for next episode. If you have any more proof I should put into this theory, let me know in the comments below. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next episode.